Hey guys, and welcome back to Garden of Kayland. So I have been so busy lately, and by busy I mean busy buying a ton of new plants. But that's okay, it just means I have more content for you guys, but a lot less money and probably less food in my refrigerator. It's all good though, I got my priorities straight, I'm good to go. But in the midst of all this plant shopping I've been doing, it's been getting a little bit redundant and honestly a little bit boring at times. It's been really hard to impress me lately. Anyway, so with that being said, I am really having to put on like my special plant goggles when I'm in these live sales or when I'm at a nursery. And I want to show you guys some things that I didn't already have that stand out to me and still impress me. But before we get started, hi, I'm Kayla and welcome back. If you're new here, welcome, and be sure to subscribe if plants are your vibe. Enough chit chat, let's look at some plants. So I've been on live sales a lot, but this one wasn't on a live sale. In fact, it was in a nursery, and like, I don't know how I ran into this thing, but I hope you guys are as impressed with it as I am, because I'm hyping it up a lot right now. And yeah, let's just see it. You guys, what? This is the Hoya Flamingo Dreams, or Flamingo Dream. I don't know if the flamingo's having like multiple dreams or just one, but anyway, this is definitely so gorgeous. So it's got these like fuchsia leaves. They come in super pink and then they fade off to like a lighter cutesy pink. And in contrast with the green, you guys, like, so it has normal care like the Crimson Queen, but it's just pinker and, in my opinion, more beautiful. I've got this Hoya under a grow light where I'm gonna keep it because like I need that pink to really just, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so obsessed with this. I need that pink to continue to impress me the way it's been doing. And look, I even have like some all pink leaves right there. And y'all, oh my gosh, like, okay, so I am not seeing a lot of these online, at least not on social media. So this is a new Hoya hybrid. Don't ask me what the crosses are because I don't know. I just know I love it. And I don't even know what the flowers are gonna look like, which, I mean, who gets this Hoya for the flowers? I mean, I guess I would get it for the flowers, depending on what the flowers look like. But anyway, I'm saying all that to say, like, the foliage is definitely where it's at on this Hoya. I mean, I'm very excited about it, but are you guys? I really just cannot believe that I have this, and I'd never heard of it until I saw it, and then I looked it up, and it was like, oh, it seemed like it was one of those new Hoyas that are out there. I don't even know if I'm gonna put it up on a trellis or like what I'm gonna end up doing with it. I just can't stop looking at it right now because like, even the stems are slightly pink, or very pink actually. They're like perfect fuchsia. I'm so blown away by this Hoya Flamingo Dream, and I hope you guys are too. Okay, so this next one is a little bit out of my comfort zone. I have so many plants, I just figured it's time to step out of the comfort zone. Anyway, so I stepped out on a whim and got something that I don't have any experience with, I don't know a whole lot about, and I typically don't go for. The Laisha turtleback. What? Look at this. Y'all, get a good look at this. Like, why haven't I seen this before? Do y'all have this? Who has this? What do I do with it? Because look at this leaf. So I got this on a live sale. This one was on a live sale and it didn't ship all that great. And that's fine because I still got these two like amazing leaves. This is more of like a terrarium plant. Oh my gosh, it's so incredible. It's so incredible. But it's more of a terrarium plant, and I'm not a big fan of like terrarium plants because to me that translates to like hard to grow. But so far I can't stop obsessing over it. I feel like I've stepped into this new rabbit hole because I've seen like a few more of these that I want, but they're very expensive, like the Laisha, I don't even know how to say it yet. Laisha green, no, Laisha pink. I want that, but like, look it up. You'll see why I don't have it yet. So yeah, this was just super textured. The contrast was really crazy, and I just thought it looked really terrestrial. I have a little like soft spot for terrestrial looking plants, and this one is definitely under that category. And I've done a Google search for the care of it, like what it likes, what it doesn't like, you know, what conditions to grow it in. And one of the things about like researching plants is it's a good starting point, but it just all depends on your environment, your household. And it's not always like, it's not, what am I trying to say? It's not foolproof. So a lot of things will say, oh, it likes bright filtered light, and in my care it doesn't, or in my care it can take like being right under a grow light, you know what I mean? So I just have to do a lot of experimenting with this, and I am so in love with it right now. What do you guys think? Have you heard of this? Have you seen it before? I already know I'm gonna get a ton more of these. Like, I've got my teeth sunken into them now. A new obsession has been unlocked. So, and the underside of the leaves are like kind of this maroon purple color. Just everything about this is out of this world to me. I'm obsessed with it. I hope you are too. So this next one I don't think is really like rare per se, but I'm not a big fan of these plants, so I never get them. So obviously, you know, I'm not gonna hear about them a lot, but this one definitely caught my attention. This is the zebra fern, and like the only reason I got this fern was because of the stripes and the beautiful contrast on these leaves. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful, you guys. Like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And the way that it grows, like the growth pattern of it. Anyway, so I got it and I've had it for about like a month now, and it's been doing really good. Like this whole new section right here, all of this is new growth. So I think I have a fern that I'm not killing, and it's not yellowing or anything. So like, y'all, I'm growing as a person. Like, I gave a fern a chance. Look how gorgeous these leaves are. They're very thin, but the stripes on here are incredible. I mean, and you can obviously see why they call this a zebra fern. So yeah, I just potted it up. All I have is air void mix, so that's kind of like what I use for everything now. I don't know if I should, because this dries out very quickly and I find myself having to water this very often. So I probably need to put it in something different, but it's doing so good. I'm really pleased with it. And the leaves are kind of like lacy and wavy, and yeah, I'm just real proud of myself for this one. I really stepped out of my comfort zone here, and I don't regret it at all. So does anyone have this zebra fern? Is it really a fern? I guess I should have looked that up before recording this video, but yeah, I think it's really a fern and not just called a fern. And it grows pretty fast. It even looks kind of cute in this pot. I thrifted this pot and I haven't found anything to put in it because I thought that the pot is like kind of ugly and slightly old ladylike, but I think that this goes perfectly in here. I mean, it worked out. It worked out. Two things that I normally wouldn't go for that I gave a chance, and it works. It works perfectly. But yeah, super easy so far. I've got it in ambient humidity, which I mean doesn't say a lot because I have constant humidifiers running in my bedroom. So it's probably in like a constant 60, but still that's really good for someone like me who would like felt like all ferns had to be, you know, living in the cabinet to thrive. Let me shut up about it before I jinx it. But yeah, there's my zebra fern and I'm really happy with it. The next plant is part of a genus that I'm super familiar with and very comfortable with, but I hadn't seen this particular species before, and well, now I have it. This is my Philodendron. This is my Philodendron Sherberti. Look at this, you guys. Oh my goodness, like I'm so in love with my plants lately. I'm on cloud nine right now. So this has these incredible leaves that are sort of pendant like, which is why I got it, because I didn't want them like taking up too much space by just going outward. So they kind of drop down into like this pendant like shape. I don't know, I feel like I'm sort of rambling right now, but this is incredible. The leaves are elongated, but they've got like this funky little point at the end. This plant just sort of demands your attention. This is my newest leaf and it shipped with absolutely no consequences, like no problems. And the leaves are like very serious, but they're nice and pleated, and they've got like a vein that kind of goes into this ombre color. You know, it kind of fades out at the bottom. So yeah, I'm just really pleased that I have it now. It's not really popular, but I don't know why, because look at it. I feel like it's going to be popular now. Maybe it's something that's new, because when I got this in a live sale, other people started asking for it. In fact, I was one of those other people that was asking for it after I saw it the first time. Like, whoa, what is that? I need to have it. So it shipped here. I propped it up on this moss pole like immediately. I didn't repot it though, did I? No, I didn't repot it. And I've got it under a grow light, and it's just like, it's just doing its own thing. So it pushed out this new leaf. I've only had this for about 3 weeks now. I've got this brand new leaf, and then I have another one coming in right there. So, and the petioles are a little bit fuzzy, but nothing to write home about. This is definitely a win. And if this isn't the mature one, I would love to see what the mature one looks like. Can't find too much about it online. What I did find though is these giant leaves that kind of look like the anthurium veitchii. I mean, just, oh, crazy, you guys, crazy leaves. I had this thing lately with pleated and corrugated and like ruffly leaves. So I think I have like maybe 7 new plants that kind of have the same look. My mom was like, why do you keep getting the same plant over and over? They're not the same plant. They just have the same plant features. There's a difference. Thank you very much. Anyway, these are fairly affordable. I think this was about $50 for this size, and of course it didn't have this leaf, but still it was about $50, and it shipped very well, so I highly recommend. Next up, also out of my comfort zone, but that's what I've been doing lately, stepping out of my comfort zone, and it feels really good. Like, I'm discovering this whole new world of plants that I would never have looked at before, and I don't know if I'm growing as a plant person or if I'm just running out of ideas and have too many plants, so I have to like go into a different genus. I don't know, who cares? I'm gonna show you guys the next plant. This is my variegated vanilla orchid, vanilla plant, and I got it as a little cutting from my grandma. I don't know if you can see the leaves. So check that leaf out. I have tried these before. In fact, I've tried them 3 times, each time as a cutting from my grandma, and when I put them in water, they just rot away. So I kind of had given up on them, but when I saw the variegated one, and my grandma has a big old variegated vanilla vine, like she had plenty to spare. When I saw the variegated one, I was like, yeah, go ahead and cut me a piece. I'm gonna give it another shot for the variegated version. So here it is. I have also been like giving orchids a shot lately. I don't know, it's weird. I have another variegated orchid over there. I don't know about orchids. Like, the verdict is still kind of out on them. I think this one looks so incredible for this waxy leaf, waxy thick, like almost stiff leaf. These need a lot of humidity, and it just kind of throws me off, because to me, this reminds me kind of a Hoya. And so I was trying to, like, I'll try to treat this like a Hoya, and it's like, no, I'm not a Hoya, you know, try again. So yeah, I'm keeping this on a shelf, but I'm keeping a special eye on it and like watching out for certain things. Like I said, it's been growing a little wonky, but it's been growing, y'all. So give me some credit here. And I just have some little kebab sticks on here because, yeah, I just potted this right up as soon as I got it. And I even have some roots there. So, you know, those weren't there at first. So I take that as a good sign and as a sign that it's happy. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it right now. It's just kind of in this little Target pot. I need it to grow. I need it to grow right now before I even consider moss poles and trellises and like all that fancy stuff, because this is a leap of faith for me and I don't want to press my luck with it. So what do you guys think? Does anybody have this? And do you guys keep them in terrariums, in your cabinets, or just kind of like on a shelf the way I have mine? Let me know in the comments down below because I need some help. Anyway, next plant I have seen before, but I never considered purchasing it because I don't know. I don't know why, but when I saw it, I was like, wait, I don't have that one. I'm really quite surprised I didn't have it already, but yeah, here it is. This beauty is the Philodendron Majestic, which is a hybrid of the Variegated and the Soderoy. So me and Variegateds don't have the best history, but all of my Variegated hybrids do really, really well. So I have high hopes for this one. It's pushed out this new leaf, which you can see is a little bit red underneath from the Variegated, which I love, love, love. I love Variegated hybrids because they almost always have like that tint, that red tint to them. But what I really love about this is the silver speckling. I love a plant with some silver on it. I know this is one that is gonna be kind of out of this world once the leaves start to size up and mature. However, I do feel like, you know, because of this kind of leggy area, I'm gonna have to cut it back, but maybe not, because it does have that growth point that just kind of randomly popped up. So I've got that growth right there, and then I've got two leaves coming in. So I've got a leaf here that's gonna pop out, but there's also this weird growth point here as well. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. No, you can't see it. Maybe you can, I don't know. But there's a growth point there too. So I really let this acclimate for about a month before I even considered repotting it. And it's been doing okay since I have repotted it. I do fertilize it regularly, very diluted, and I'm really happy with it, you guys. I think this is gonna look so good. The mature ones are, oh my goodness, crazy beautiful. But Soderoy, I don't have very much luck with, and Variegated, I don't have very much luck with. So I'm hoping that, you know, as they come together as a hybrid, it'll do a whole lot better. It's crazy looking right now, a little bit wonky, but stick around because I just know that this plant is gonna do really well. It's gonna be so pretty once these start getting big. All the leaves were damaged during shipping one way or another, so I don't have like that one perfect leaf yet. I mean, on camera maybe they look perfect, but even from where I'm sitting, I can see damage on a lot of the leaves, which is fine. It's part of growth. You know, you get some growing pains. In this case, you get some shipping pains, but I'm really hopeful for this, y'all. I think that it's gonna do really, really good. Since we're talking about hybrids, I might as well show you another one that I got recently. I got a lot of hybrids, especially anthurium hybrids, but this one is a philodendron. This oddball is a hybrid of the Gloriosum and the Esplendii. The Esplendii has like long, narrow leaves. So you can see here that it's kind of getting that from the parent. Oh my gosh, on camera this looks amazing. I mean, it looks amazing in person too, but oh my goodness. So one of the things I don't like about it is that it's a crawler. So, I mean, all my plant people know what a struggle a crawling plant can be. And I've seen people who train them to climb, but I think in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and let this do like what it wants to do and climb. I really love the veining that it gets from the Gloriosum. That's what I love about the Gloriosum, but because it's a hybrid with the Esplendii, it's not as velvety, which can be disappointing to look at, but a lot easier when it comes to the care for this. So this one feels a whole lot more hardy than the Gloriosum. And all my Gloriosum hybrids do really good, like the Summer Glory and the Pink Glory. Those do really well for me. So I'm hopeful that this one's gonna kind of follow suit. And the newest leaf sized up like more than double the size of the one prior to it. So with this new one coming in, I'm like, all right, how big are you gonna be? This is gonna be crazy. I'm so excited about it. I'm really happy about it so far. Gonna have to strongly reconsider the potting situation here, but I'm really happy with this, y'all. Like, this is gonna look so good. I might even go ahead and put this one outside to like really let it do its thing and reach its fullest potential. It's really the veining in the long leaves that is like taking me away right now because like, how can you go wrong? And it's easy. It's an easy care plant. Haven't repotted it yet, so I don't know how it's gonna do with that. I guess I'll kind of tell if it's gonna be easy or not once I repot it and see if it goes into shock or anything, but check that out. Look at this giant leaf, and I just got this. So like, how big can I get it? Let's see how big I can get it over the summer. Of course, I'll be posting updates about this one because I want you guys to kind of follow along with me. Look how ruffled, oh my gosh. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy how gorgeous this is. I love it so, so much. I highly recommend getting one of these hybrids. I love all of my hybrids right now. And it's weird because at first I was like super anti-hybrid, like leave things alone, let them be what they are completely. but now I'm definitely on the hybrid train because you can take two amazing plants and make like an even more amazing plant. It keeps things really interesting to, you know, for people to be creating all these plants, and not even creating, they can't create plants, but to be like mixing and matching different species is pretty cool to me. Oh, that reminds me, there's this anthurium hybrid that I've had for a while now, but I need to show it to y'all because somebody has got to see this thing. What the heck, man. I just want to show y'all the newest leaf. I can't even get this whole plant in frame, but I want to show you the newest leaf because after the last one, I just knew like, okay, this can't possibly get any bigger. And it did. It got a lot bigger. Bigger than my head. And I have a big head. So this leaf is giant. It was so incredible for it to start off so tiny, and it just kept growing and growing, and it's finally like almost done hardening off. I can still see some red a little bit in the back of the leaf, but what on earth. This is a hybrid. This is the Mag Lux hybrid, and yeah, so I am for sure on the hybrid train at this point. But anyway, I'm rambling again, so I will see y'all in the next video. Hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.